All right, we have a steamy hot sauce, kind of semi-R-rated this morning. We have our expert, Lynn Shine. We're talking about the 50 Shades of Grey book, the sensation, which people are going either hot or cold, but everybody's reading it.
You know, everyone is reading it. I think it's just one of those popular things, and it sounded
sexy,
so
erotic,
exciting.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the whole thing. I mean, some libraries down in Florida have banned it because it has such an erotic nature. It's about a relationship between a young writer and
she's 22.
Yeah, 21,
right.
22.
College graduate,
right.
and he's a 28-year-old billionaire, right?
That's exactly right.
And she's very attracted to him. He's attracted. They start this torrid love affair.
Yes.
That involves darkness.
Bondage.
Right, S&M.
Say it, Victoria. Come on.
Whatever she said.
It is, yes.
What do you think of that? Why do you think the hit?
You know, I don't think that it's really about the eroticism and the sexual part and the bondage that people are attracted to. Because that's, I mean, it's different, but I think that people are liking it. Those that are reading it are attracted to the idea of fantasy. And people, especially most of the people who are reading it, the vast majority are women. And women like the fantasy. And what the fantasy is, really, is women now in our society are making all decisions, are working a lot, are doing things all the time, making choices all the time, and the idea that you can give that up and have someone else dominate, especially in the bedroom, is exciting to women, and that's what's going on psychologically. I mean, that's the psychological lore.
I think it's too that people started talking about it, and once it, got talked like, oh, this is so steamy, I think people get it, or the curiosity to read it, because it is interesting. People either love it or hate it. There doesn't seem to be a lot of middle ground, like, oh, it was okay. But I think people are so intrigued by, and the fact that they're calling it, mommy porn, right away just goes, porn.
But you know what? As you said, the women are liking it, but I was reading on Amazon that men, for the most part, aren't liking it.
Well, it's interesting because it's not, like you said, those who are actually reading it and reading it for the literature, it's not a wonderfully well-written book. And I'm not a critic, but it's really not.
No Pulitzer.
Yeah.
It's the idea.
No, it's not. But men, if you think about it, men are visual, and they like to think about things. They're intellects. Women emote. So women go towards the fantasy part and the emotional part. Men like the visual. And it's now not well written, so no, they're not liking it so much.
It is just, but this is so they're already making a movie out of it.
Yes. They'll have to cut out a whole lot of pieces if they want to make it rated R versus rated X.
Well, and Ian, is it Ian Somerhalder? I can't pronounce his last name, from the Vampire Diaries, is said to play the billionaire. And I'll go see it just for that, because he is a gorgeous.
Is he the guy with the blood running down in the promos?
The dark hair.
Yeah. Well, I'll see it for that too.
Yeah.
Do you think that this is going to be one of those novels that they're going to be talking about decades down the road?
I don't think so, because of what we just talked about. I think it's the now thing. People, especially women, we like to be popular. We like to go along with the flow. And like you said before, everyone's talking about it, so we need to read it. And it's part of being one of many to be able to talk. And
it's like when Twilight came out for the teenagers.
Exactly.
If you didn't read it, you weren't in the know. So, if you don't read this one, you don't know what's going on in it.
Okay, I'm going to end on a very Gene note. I was telling Lynn when we were talking about it last time that I saw the book at Target. I saw 50 Shades of Grey. My son's name is Grey. I almost bought it for him because I thought it was like a color book. Can you imagine?
Boy,
you would have been a popular mom.
Trying to teach me things, Mom. You don't want to be taught by your mother.
Right, exactly. So there you have it right there, a tired mom. We are going to now, thanks so much, Lynn, again, for some insight into that.
You're welcome.
We're going to go to our web producer, Master Emily Lenahan, newly graduate.